So next up was Nara Deer Park. If you've seen YouTube videos, you've probably seen Nara. It was, I knew a piece of section. I'd obviously looked into it because of the anime My Friend Bokutan, I think it's called. It's very famous for its anime intro. Knockin' no bullshit tan, that one. I'm not singing more of it, go away. But basically, I didn't expect the amount of deer, if that makes sense. Like, I expected some deer. I'd seen videos, it's like, oh, hey, let's go. So we've travelled out, and it's quite a distance. It was about 2 hours from the boat to get to Nara, to the deer park. And I mean, walking through, and it's really nice, man. Every shop has something to do with deers. Makes sense, man. Makes a lot of sense. But we end up seeing this beautiful lake, we end up seeing this beautiful temple, and walking up these beautiful stairs, and at the top, boom, boom, someone testing out their big giant bell thing. And that's so cool, so nice. And I was getting into the temple thing, and the temples were so cool. And, we end up going to see some of the temples in that area. There was like a giant Buddha in one of them. But one thing that we stood out was like, exploring these temples, and there was like a couple of deer, and like, oh, that's cool. We get to see a couple of deer. How nice. And we walk down to this park area. Yeah, there's a lot of deer. Like, oh, you'll see the videos. They are so amazingly interesting. How they interact with people, and they're literally just after the deer crackers. And there's like 1 or 2 stalls that will sell these packs of deer crackers, and they're about that big. I wish I did it. I'm not gonna think, well, I should have done that, but I didn't. They're so cool as Zelo, and they were chasing people. They was everywhere, and there was like, I wish I knew a rough number I could come to, but every time I think it's like, that's probably more than that. It's probably more than that. You're talking about 1,000 deer in this giant park. And able to stroke them. Able to kind of interact with them. They're really cute things. And it's like, wow. How the heck does there so many? And they're crossing the roads as well. Like, within the Starbucks opposite, it's like, okay, look, it's getting hot. I need my westernisation. I need my Western food, maybe my Western drink. And I went to Starbucks. And we sat outside, and I was watching deer cross the goddamn road. Like, whoa, man. What? So I really like that. It's so cute, And, like, this park wasn't just a small park. Like, it was very big, very, very big. So we end up walking through the park again after having a lovely Starbucks. One thing I will say about Starbucks, they were so kind that we was outside because how busy it was inside. They came out and gave us water and said, look, we know it's busy, we know it's hot, here's some water. What great service. How, not service, but just being kind. But how? Wow. You never expect that. Like, throwing out free stuff. Wow. That's really nice of them. But we walked through the deer park, and it's so many deer, man. I love it, man. So many deer. And they're so lovely. And, you can interact with them. It's just, wow. There's so many videos I'll be posting in this video about Nara. And we end up walking to this giant temple. And the big focus of, getting through this park was because, it was a temple. It was a small little temple we went to. Lovely, beautiful little temple. But we want to go to the big one. The big one. The big one has the world's biggest brass Buddha, which is so cool. So they've got a, as you're walking down, you've got the store, shops and bits. And then you've got this giant World Heritage gate. It's insane old. I can't remember the exact date, but I do remember it was big and grand. Like, wow. I'm impressed, And it was a beautiful area, and we end up going to this temple with the giant Buddha. And the Buddha is huge, man. It's huge. Like, I'm trying to think, but I can't remember the exact numbers. But it was, the platform it's on was like 1.5 the size of me, and I'm 175 centimeters. So work out the maths, man. It's about 250 centimeters, and then this giant Buddha, which is like 4, 5, 6 times the size of me. Huge thing. And it's like, wow. It's so impressive, The whole place was impressive. Once again, it's these temples that are beautiful, beautiful red beards. They're beautiful colours. They're so bright, vibrant, and then there's so many little details. Such beautiful little details to these buildings as well. Like, it isn't just boom. It's, you know, a building. No, there's so many details in it. So, wow. And that we spent a lot of time in this place, you know, because of the impact that the building had with the environment, the energy of the place, the building itself was so grand. And we end up walking outside, and outside, right by the exit, was a really nice, beautiful deer, antlers, and just sitting there, loving life. We end up walking up the walking further around this environment. So you had the temple, and around it you had all this great big park you can explore, and we did. We ended up walking up these stairs to another temple. See my point? Like, everything is a temple. There's literally a temple every 5 minutes. Like, you know how in London you walk 5 minutes, there's a Tesco's? Yeah, same thing here. So if in Japan, it's a Family Mart, a 7-Eleven, or a temple. So, but we end up doing that, walking over, and I went for explorers. I went to explore, and up these even more stairs, you had the best view of a temple. You go on the temple, and there's like legit the best view, and you could look out at Nara, see the ocean and bits like that. It's like, wow. No, you can't see the ocean, but you saw mountains. It was as far as the eye can see. Wow. So I love it, because the thing is, I say as far as I can see, basically, I always found that, I don't know if people find this, in Japan, there seems to be a mist around it all the time. It's very interesting. There's always a mist in the distance. It's very interesting. But yeah, honestly, I loved it. And these temples even impact on you. And you just kind of go, wow. Wow. And I loved it, man. It resonated with me. The place is stunning. Yeah, the place is beautiful. And seeing the deer, beautiful. Yeah. As you walk up the steps like that, on the hill, that steep, you got the deer parked their bum there. It's like, I'm looking through the pictures now, like, yeah, did we do anything else? No, we didn't. We didn't do anything else because we had to go back to the boat, and we said goodbye to the deer. We said goodbye to Buddha, and we went on to our 2-hour train journey back to the boat, and then we got on the boat and sailed away to our next location.